Assalamu alaikum and hello. This is my first English video on this particular channel, and I am uploading this video in English because I have been getting so many messages in my comment section as well as email messages from different expats in UAE and from other countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Egypt, Syria, and some other countries that I should do videos in English, particularly about UAE visa issues, job issues, and other news. And I decided that I must do that, and I would obviously gauge the response that I get from the people, and if I get a good response, then I will continue doing my videos in English language, just to inform more and more people. But first of all, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, like it, please do press the bell icon, and if you like my video, you can share it among your friends. First of all, let me share you a very big important news from UAE, that UAE authorities in general and Ras Al Khaimah police have recovered 103 kilograms of hashish from an offshore fishing boat. And the news is that the police have apprehended many drug peddlers, and you know that in UAE, if you are caught with a huge quantity of drugs, then you can get death sentence. So that was the news I was going to share with you. But my main topic is today hacks. 5 hacks to survive financially. I mean, in UAE, if you are earning, not big money, like if you are earning 5,000 dirhams, 4,000 dirhams, then, and if you are living with your wife and 2 kids, then how should you lead your life? How should you spend your money? How can you save your money? And if you are new within UAE, and it's very simple. There are certain parts within UAE and different emirates where living is very cheap, and there are certain parts where living is very expensive, but it's up to you where you choose to live. And I won't mention any areas because I don't go for my likes and dislikes, but I have noted down some 5 major hacks. Number 1 hack is that if you are planning to move to UAE, you should know how to drive. And if you are planning, and if you have moved within UAE anywhere, then you should apply for a driving license. And to get a license in UAE, it's not an easy job, but you have to pass your written examination, then it's practical. You have to go through the driving test, which is quite not difficult, but the license is very hard to get. But once you have this license, then you can drive. You can apply for a taxi driver's license, then you can drive. And if you have a driving license, then you can get a job easily. But it's a benefit like in any other country. And there's another bonus point: if you have a UAE license, then you can go to any other country and drive if you have the valid UAE license. But if you are living in a UAE, and let's talk about Dubai and Sharjah, that's most of UAE, where expats live, Abu Dhabi of course, but wherever you live, it's recommendable that you use public transport, not the taxi or cab. And but you can make metro passes. You can travel through by metro, you can travel by tram, you can travel by Abra, you can travel by buses, it's much cheaper. And my number two hack is it's where you buy, your groceries. If you go to high-end stores, and then you obviously everything will be very expensive. If not very expensive, then expensive. But if you choose certain places to buy your grocery, and it's recommendable that you buy weekly grocery, then it will be cheaper. And I can obviously cannot recommend a certain stores, because I am not promoting or recommending any particular store, but I can give you an example. Like if you buy something from one shop which costs you like 10 AED or 10 UAE dirhams, the same thing you can buy from a different store for 5 AED. You save 100% on one particular commodity or item or edible or whatever it is. And if you are moving there, like if you are new over there, and I would suggest that you should buy second-hand stuff. We all know that most of the UAE residents, they keep repatriating, relocating to their own home countries, because either they lose their jobs, or their contract is over, or they have made enough money, now they are moving back to their home country. So whatever they have is including car, furniture like sofa, bed, there are so many other gadgets, kitchen utensils, gadgets, etc., etc. You can buy that. There are plenty of shops and markets which deal in these used items, second-hand items, and which are quite good in quality, but believe me, a lot cheaper. So you can save a lot of money. And another hack is that if you are alone, and if you don't have a wife or a female person who can cook for you, then it's better that you learn how to cook. If you are not a good cook, then you should learn how to cook. Because in UAE, I won't say that food is very expensive, but still, if you go to any restaurant, any dhaba, any roadside place, and you eat, that's good if once in a while if you eat outside, but it would be much cheaper if you cook for your own self. And if you have a roommate, then your roommate can help you in cooking. One day he can cook, one day you can cook, but cooking at home for yourself, that is, I think, highly recommended. If you are earning a lot, then it's okay to order home delivery once in a while, pizza, burger, whatever you want, whatever is your choice. But I am suggesting that if you are a couple, obviously then you won't be facing any problem, because your wife will be cooking. But again, if she's a working woman too, then you have to help her out. You don't expect her to cook for you all the time, but that can be managed. But I would suggest that you should learn how to cook, and you should cook at home to save a lot of money. Excuse me. And one more thing, if you get a driving license, then you can, if you have a good salary like 4, 5, 6,000 dirham, and if you have a driving license, then you can buy a car, which you can get on installments. Loan, you can get car loan from your bank, and your organization which you are working for can give you NOC for that. And buying car, you can even buy used car, you can buy new car, not very expensive. And buying car is not very difficult in UAE if you have a valid resident visa, if you have a valid driving license. Just 400-500 maybe. It depends on the car you want to buy, but primarily it's like 600 dirham to like 6,000 dirham per month you have to pay. but that's up to you, your choice. But I've since the petrol prices are increasing in UAE as well, I would still suggest that if you're living somewhere where public transport is easily available and accessible, I won't recommend buying a car, but it's up to you. I would always recommend having a monthly pass, RTA and NOL pass, and which you can use for metro and buses and tram, and Abra is quite cheap over there. And I think I have done my bit, and I have explained some hacks to use. You can save a lot of money by following these recommendations, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel, and I hope you will keep on encouraging it, and I will keep on doing videos in English as well. So take care. Allah Hafiz, Khuda Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum, and goodbye.